Chapter number 6, predefined attribute. Now, predefined attribute, we have two. Actually, what is mean by attribute? Attribute is a value, function, type, signal, or constant that can be associated with a certain name within the VHDL description. These names could be amongst other like an entity names, architecture names, label names, or signal names. Now, VHDL programming give two types of attribute: user defined attribute and predefined attribute. The user defined attribute are constant of any type. They are declared using the attribute declaration. The user defined attribute declaration syntax is written here: keyword attribute, name of attribute, and the value type. An example of user defined attribute is type, name, comp, location is record, x, y as an integer, end of record. Attribute has been called somewhere below in a program. Attribute placement, name of attribute is placement, type is com location type. Okay. This is the user defined attribute and have not associated with any other name. Attribute specification is used to associate the user defined attribute with the name and to assign a value to the attribute. Now, second, we have predefined attribute. A predefined attribute are the data that can be obtained from a block, signal, type, or subtype. Data obtained falls into the following category: the value kind, the function kind, the signal kind, the type kind, and the range kind. Value kind. In MSc theory exam, I have always seen the value type of attributes which come under the value kind. The value kind attributes are the attribute used to return a particular value about the array of the type, a block, or type in general. Now, value attribute can be further broken down into the three subclasses: value type attribute, value array type attribute, value block type attribute. Value type attribute return the bond of type. Value array type return the length of array, whereas value block which return the block information. Now, value type attribute. Value type attribute are used to return the bond of type. For instance, a type defined as shown below. Type by the name of state is 0 to 7, that is 8-bit. T left which return the left bound type, T right which return the right bound type of the subtype, T high return upper bound, T low return lower bound. We will see an example. Now, architecture B of entity A is type color is blue, crayon, green, yellow, red, magenta. Subtype reverse color is color in the range from red down to green, that is you have to reverse it. Okay. Signal of 8 names with the type of color which we define. Beginning color 1 is the color left which give the return value as a blue, because blue is the left color, completely left color. Color 2 color returns the color right, which is return the magenta color. Color 3 is the high, again it's to give the higher or lower ends. Now here we don't have higher and lower length, so we will get magenta as a higher, and return value for lower is blue. This is the value type attribute. We will see next value array type attribute. Now following an example, process sensitive list A type 4-bit is the array of 0 to 3, that is 4 bit 0 1 2 3 of bit type again bit strength is array of 10 to 20, that means 11 bit 10 9 sorry 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20, total 11 bit. Variable len1 len2, these both are integer type. Begin len1, assign the value by colon equal to assignment way for the variable. Bit 4 length, bit 4 type length will be return value the 4 since it has a 4 bit length. Len2 bit strength is return the value of 11 since it's the array of 10 to 20, which is give total 11 bits. Next we will see value block attribute. Okay. Now there are two attributes that form the set of attribute that works with block and architecture. Attribute structure and behavior return the information about how the block is designed and modeled. Attribute behavior return the true if block specified by the block label or architecture specified by the architecture name contain no component installation statement. Attribute structure return the true if block architecture contain only the component installation statement or passive processes. Two examples of attribute are given over here. Okay. Now here you see architecture of structure. मेरा ही घर है, एक मिनट। भारत का ना चार सौ दो कितना होगा एक चार सौ चार चार सौ तीन चार सौ दो Now architecture structure of shifter is component diff. Now this here what we saw, proceeding example is a shift register module using the 4 D flip-flop component connected in series. Okay. Now basic things what we are dealing with the structural behavior, which return the value as a false. The passive process checksum has no effect that has on the fact that the architecture is a structure. Okay. With this, any block or architecture that does not contain any component installation statement, the attribute behavior is true and attribute structure is false. For the block and architecture that mix structure and behavior, both attribute returns false.